Now, I'm going to discuss about bootstrap funding. What is it? A financial bootstrapping is a term used to cover different methods for avoiding use of financial resources of external investors. Bootstrapping can be defined as collection of methods used to minimize the amount of outside debt and equity financing needed from banks and investors. The use of private credit card debt is the most known form of bootstrapping, but a wide variety of methods are available for entrepreneurs. While bootstrapping involves a risk for the funders, the absence of any other stakeholder gives the founders more freedom to develop the company. Many successful companies, including Dell Computers, were founded this way. Types of bootstrapping. There are many different types of bootstrapping methods. Winborg and Landstorm in 2001 categorized 6 types of bootstrapping method when they surveyed the use of bootstrapping in 262 small business houses. Owner financing, credit card debt, second mortgage borrowings, personal saving from salary, friends and family, succession, minimization of accounts receivable, factoring, reward fast payment, use of debt collection agency, terminate relationship with slow paying customers, joint utilization, share office, supplies, equipment, share employees, outsourcing, risk your life, delaying payment, negotiate terms, lease equipment, selling by commission instead of wages, minimizing inventory, using the logistic to minimize inventory needed, using pre-order for the sold goods, seeking best possible terms from suppliers, subsidy finance, government grants, research grants, bootstrapping as a strategic tool. It has been an explanation for how companies get resources when they cannot get external investors or debt finance. Some of the entrepreneurs want to expand the explanation of bootstrapping to being a strategic tool for getting resources, and they show that bootstrapping fit with organizational theory. In the case study, Winborg and Bergland firms continue to use bootstrapping even after they could get both debt and equity investments. In large corporate environments, bootstrapping is often termed as bootlegging. The use of bootstrapping. Some of the firms looked into how technology firms are fast growing by using bootstrapping. In the study, they found that young, fast-growing companies used owner financing as the main method of financing, as they used very little subsidy finance and joint utilization. And the other one found technology-based firms in general value methods that increase cash flow higher than other methods. But he also found that they have an overall low estimation of the effect of bootstrapping. Financial bootstrapping in academic literature. Lam Little compared how business practice and education in entrepreneurship different in an article, Bootstrapping Business Startup. Entrepreneurial literature, textbook and teaching versus current business practices. The conclusion is that bootstrapping receives little attention in entrepreneurs' education. An entrepreneur who has possession of enterprise or a venture and assumes significant accountability for the inherent risks and outcome. It is an ambitious leader who combines land, labor, capital to create market for new goods or services. The term is a loan word from French and first defined by the Irish economist Richard Cantillon. Entrepreneur in English is a term applied to the type of personality who is willing to take upon himself or herself a new venture or enterprise and accepts full responsibility for the outcome. An entrepreneur is one who undertakes an enterprise specially as a contractor, acting as an intermediary between capital and labor. Entrepreneurship, it's very difficult and tricky, resulting in many new ventures failing. The word entrepreneur is often synonymous for the founder. Most commonly, the term entrepreneur applies to someone who creates value by offering a product or service, by carving out a niche in the market that may not exist currently. Entrepreneurs tend to identify a market opportunity and exploit it by organizing their resources effectively to accomplish an outcome that change existing interaction within a given sector. Entrepreneur is being willing to accept high level of personal, professional and financial risk to pursue opportunity. Business entrepreneurs are viewed as fundamentally important in their capitalistic society. Some distinguished business entrepreneurs are either political entrepreneurs or market entrepreneurs or social entrepreneurs who include for the environmental benefit. A credit for coining the word entrepreneur goes to Jean-Baptiste. They say that in 19th century, an economist, it is a loan word from a French and a French verb entreprendre, that means to undertake. Entre means coming from a Latin word, that means between. Prendre means to take. Entrepreneur, it is a literal sense of the word. It is the High German equivalent curiosity in operations and research. Although Anglo-Saxon model of the form is fairly antithetical to the notion of management as science. Enterprise is similar to, has roots in, and the French word enterprise, which is the past principle of entreprendre. Entrepreneur is a leader. The team building has essential qualities of an entrepreneur, a leadership and management ability, the concept of the entrepreneur or unternehmer, that means undertaker of a risk. It's a model antithetical to the notion of management as science. A more generally held theory, entrepreneurs emerge from population on demand, from combination of opportunities, and people well positioned to take advantage of them. An entrepreneur may perceive that they are among few to recognize or be able to solve a problem. One study on one side, the distribution of information available to would-be entrepreneurs, and on the other hand, environmental factors, capital, competition. They change the rate of society's production of entrepreneurs. A prominent theorist, Australian school. In this regard, Joseph Schumpeter, who saw entrepreneur as innovator and popularized the use of phrase creative distribution to describe his view the role of entrepreneurs in changing business norms. Entrepreneur education provides knowledge and skill, motivation to encourage as successful in variety of settings. Variations of entrepreneurs are offered at all levels of schooling from K-12 schools, means knowledge 12 schools, through graduate university programs. What makes it is an entrepreneur a distinctive as it focuses on realization of opportunity, where management focus on the best way of operating in existing hierarchy. Both entrepreneur and managers work for profit. Opportunities can be realized in several ways. The most popular one is opening of new organization, starting a new business. Another approach is to promote innovation or introduce a new product or service or market in existing firm. This is also called a corporate entrepreneurship or intrapreneurship, which was made popular by author Gifford Pinchot. A recent approach involves creating charitable organizations, a portion of existing charity, which are designed to be self-supporting in addition to doing their work and good works. This is usually called social entrepreneurship or social venturing. Even a portion of public sector entrepreneurs come into being in government with an increased focus on innovation and customer service. In 1990, growth of entrepreneurship is seen as a profession within the business. It helps decrease the chances of failure by stressing a consistent and proven set of practices. That idea of professionalizing the process of entrepreneurship is the other great commonly across all of modern entrepreneurship education. There are also non-profit organizations such as SCORE, a government program, Small Business Administration with entrepreneurs. They know more others, like bankers, investors, corporate customers, know what these entrepreneurs are likely to know. The national economy are better off for their taking the time to learn how to do it right. Thank you.